my pandas, and welcome to a little video I'd like to call my thoughts on Modern Warfare. So, as you know, this past weekend was open beta for Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, which was, awesome that they made it open for everyone to try who, maybe they weren't sure if they wanted the game and, they got to play it, and if they liked it, they can buy it. So I'm mainly gonna be giving you guys my opinion on the game. Everybody has their own opinion. Some people hate the game, some people love the game, some people are just in between. I actually really like the game. I really like the feel of it, the way you run. It's just awesome. I think they did a really good job on that. I know there's that thing still with the mini-map not showing up the dots on core. Doesn't bother me any. Hardcore player here, so I understand the people who have problem with the core not having the dots, because I personally used to be a core player, but when you go for camos it's a lot easier in hardcore to do it. But moving on from that, we're not gonna sit here and keep talking about that because that's a debate for Twitter and I ain't Twitter. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the gun sounds in the game. So, for those of you who got the chance to play the beta, know that the gun sounds, or maybe you don't care for them, sound amazing. It is so satisfying to hear you shoot somebody, especially with a suppressor. It just sounds so nice compared to any of the other Call of Duties. If I were to compare the gun sounds, I'd have to go with Black Ops 3, maybe Black Ops 2. I think those are pretty good gun sounds, but this pristine gun sounds. I really like the sounds of the guns, especially the snipers. Getting a sniper kill in the game is just, it's so satisfying. I got a few sniper kills. The snipers are actually not that bad to use in this. I need to mess around with my sensitivity a little, kind of see where I am and ain't with it, you know what I mean? So I guess that's kind of something I'll have to do when the game actually comes out, because I don't exactly know what sensitivity to use. Maybe I'll mess with it on Black Ops 4 a little too. But getting a sniper kill just sounds so nice. If you've used the snipers, you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially if you don't snipe on a bases. Moving on to one of my favorite guns in the game that I use. Now, it of course probably won't be my favorite of all time in the game, because there's some, guns that aren't released yet. I chose the AUG SMG because I just really like the way that it sounds when you kill somebody. It shoots nice. It doesn't have a lot of recoil like some of the other guns do. It just sounds so nice. And it's actually a pretty good gun itself if you put the right attachments on it. I know that if you just use a default, it also works pretty good. So, that's just my opinion. Maybe you hate it, but I like it. Now we're going to talk about a category of guns that I just do not like, and I can't stand because I just don't understand them. Not that they're bad guns, I could probably get used to them if I would use them more, but they're the marksman rifles. I'm not a fan of marksman rifles. I have never been a fan of marksman rifles in any game that has them, so I guess, they're not bad to use. You can get kills with them if you know what you're doing and everything, but me personally, I just don't really care for them. I'd rather use a sniper over them. So for the maps that we've had in the beta, they released in total 6 maps for the beta. Now, I have no clue how many maps they actually have that they didn't do in the beta, or anything like that, what they had planned for the future. Of course, I don't work for them, so I don't know that stuff. But anyway, I just want to talk about what I think about them and should things change. So for the 6v6 and the 10v10 maps, I think they're good maps. They're not bad. There are places where people like to camp, but you're going to have that a lot. I don't know how to say these names, so I don't want to butcher them, but we have Azar Cave, I don't know if that's how you say it, Hackney Yard, Gunrunner, Gazara Raid, Crast River Quarry. I don't exactly know how to say these maps. I am very sorry. You can, I don't know, hate me for it, I guess. But these maps aren't bad maps at all. Like, I really like playing on them. Of course, during the beta, they do get very annoying because they're the only ones that are released, so it's pretty repetitive when you have to play Hackney Yard 20 million times, and it's just not fun. But it's just something you gotta deal with in a beta. You know, they don't want to spoil too much, so. Moving on, we're going to be talking about the 32 versus 32 mode that released. I like it, and I don't like it, but I lean more towards not liking it. Not because it's just really bad or anything, because it's actually a really good game mode to play. Reminds me a lot of Battlefield 5, so, you know, they got that aspect of it there. But I personally don't like it because people just camp C so hard, and it annoys the heck out of me. Okay, it's just something I do not like about that, is when they camp C. Or they camp your spawn. They capture all locations and they camp your spawn. There's also been instances where people will spawn on their teammate that you just killed. I don't understand how they do it, but it's insane. And like, multiple people just keep spawning because, you know, you killed that person, oh, somebody else is spawning, or they're gonna spawn there again. It's insane. I do not like that part of it, but rage gamer like me, you'll definitely rage. Lately, I've been pretty cool about it, you know. I do suck at that game mode. It is definitely not going to be my go-to, but it's pretty fun, especially if you party up with people or, you know, people have their mics on. What I honestly think that they should do with it is make the 32v32 have 32 Xbox players and 32 PlayStation players so people can battle it out. Because I hear about that all the time. To me, I don't care. A console's a console. You know, it's whatever. Now, moving on to the lovely pistols in the game. I don't like them. I do not like either of the pistols that they had in the beta. It's not like Black Ops 4. The pistols in Black Ops 4 were really good, and I wish that they would have done it with these ones. It is a lot harder to get pistol kills than I thought it was going to be. Like, I literally thought it was going to be so easy to get pistol kills because I'm so used to Black Ops 4. No, it's not like that. I struggled to get pistol kills. If I were to actually use a pistol a whole game, I'd probably die like 20 million times and have maybe 2 kills, okay? That's how bad I am with the pistols. But maybe you guys like the pistols, you know, maybe I just haven't experimented with them enough, but I was just in a game a little bit ago, and I was really bad with it. So, yeah, pistols are not my thing, and it's gonna suck when I go for their dark matter in the game. Now we have crossplay. I actually really like the crossplay because it gives me a chance to play with some of my PlayStation friends, because, you know, you just like a console for certain reasons. I have a reason why I like Xbox, you know, my friends have reasons why they like PlayStation. You know, we kind of hate on each other a little just to joke around, but we both respect both consoles either way. But I actually got the chance to play with one of my friends on PlayStation. It was actually really cool, you know, we could talk to each other, you know. It's not like they made it so you can't, because, yeah. But when I first got into a lobby with people from, you know, PlayStation and Xbox, I thought there was going to be some beef, but no one ever has their mic on. And when there are people who have their mic on, they hardly talk. So, it's kind of pointless. A lot of people just quit with talking, so I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Moving on to the lethals in the game. I've only used a few of the lethals, but my favorite one out of all of them is the Claymore. And the reason why I say that is because I've gotten multi-kills with them. They're so fun to use, especially in like domination game modes. What's the other one? Like the hard point variation of it. I forget what it's called. But they're really good if you play those kind of competitive game modes, like those, you know, team deathmatch. I mean, you can, but if you die, of course, they're gone unless the person runs in there right when they kill you, which I've had that happen a few times. So, you know, it's nice to get a kill with a claymore, or, you know, even a sticky bomb, or whatever you choose to use. Now, if you'd ask me if I have a dislike for any of the lethals, not really. No one I've been in a lobby with has used a C4, because I know that's like a lot of things where people just hate people who use the C4, but the majority of people use claymores or grenades or the sticky ones. not many people use C4 or any of the other ones like that, so, I mean, maybe you guys have had it, but not me. Moving on to the perks in the game. So, there are a good majority of perks that we were able to use, and I picked my top 3, of course. Well, you know, 3 as in 1 in each category, I should say. And these are the ones that I have been using since I've unlocked them. And double time is where you run faster, I believe. That's what it is. Ghost, you know, you're hidden on the radar. That is really important in this game. I like to run Ghost no matter what game I'm in. If it's, you know, all the way back to the very first Call of Duty, if they had Ghost, which I don't know, I never played the first Call of Duty, you know, I would have used it. Kind of like that. Shrapnel is also really good. It gives you 2 extra, I believe. Yeah, 2 extra lethals, if I'm correct. Which, you know, 2 claymores is really good, especially in, like, domination and stuff like that. So, you know, you don't have anyone sneaking up on you if you're capturing a thing or whatever you're doing in the game mode. So, overall, don't have any perks that I hate. I haven't really experimented with them either. I'm kind of waiting till the full game to come out and experiment with a lot of the perks. Because, as of right now, I just really like those 3. I mean, you guys can let me know which ones you like, or maybe you don't like any. I don't know. This next thing we're going to talk about is the field upgrades. So if you don't know what the field upgrades are, they're kind of like a special equipment, almost like an ability, but they're not an ability. You know what I mean? Like, if you play Black Ops 4, you know that Crash has his little assault pack that he sets down on the ground, and you can get ammo from it. You know, that's kind of what one of them is in the game, so... Besides, don't shoot those, because you'll blow up. I've had that happen to me, okay, twice. And I stopped. I'm like, okay, no more shooting those. And then when I did shoot them, I would stand back away and shoot them. But there's really no point in it. You're just wasting your ammo. But my top 2 that I like to use are the deployable cover. That is really good for, you know, capturing hard points, or, you know, if you're gonna camp on B or something like that. They're really good in that sense. So pretty much they're good for camping in those competitive modes. The recon drone, I really like using that just because I like getting points. That's about it. Other than that, I could care less about it. I just like getting the points. So the kill streaks, I don't really care for the kill streaks. The ones that I've been using are the ones that were already preset, so like the UAV, whatever the other 2 were, chopper gunner or something, I don't remember. But those are the ones that, you know, I just use. I don't really mess with those because I'm not all about the kill streaks. I just want to get camos is pretty much all I want in games. So kill streaks are just kill streaks. One of the nice things about playing the beta, and if, you know, there's somebody gone during the weekend or they've been working and they haven't got the chance to play the beta, is when the game comes out, they're supposedly going to be giving us a shotgun. And you can rub it into your friend's face if they didn't get the chance to play the beta and get the shotgun. Even though the shotgun might not be good, we don't know yet because we don't get to use it. So, yeah, that's one of the perks of playing the beta, you know. So getting into the game modes, they've released some new game modes in the game, which I personally like some of them. I did try the night vision one. I was so confused on that. I had no clue how to make night vision happen. So I'm just sitting there literally running in the dark trying to shoot people. Maybe I did something wrong, I don't know, but that mode was gone. They also have the realistic mode out right now, which of course will be gone by the time you guys see this video, but I liked it and I didn't like it. Like, most people camped in corners or in buildings, and I did not like that. So I left that in a hurry. But, you know, my 2 favorite game modes in this are gonna have to be Cyber Attack and Headquarters. Headquarters, of course, is like Hardpoint. You gotta hold down an area for a certain amount of time, and then once you hold it down, respawns are disabled. If you get killed, you're gone, and then the enemy has to disable it when we're all dead, or try to do it when some of us are still alive. I really like that. It's a good game mode. Cyber Attack is also a really cool game mode. It's like Search and Destroy, and when you die, your teammates have the chance to revive you if they want to. Now, there are some games where your teammates think that they're better than everyone on the enemy team and won't revive you. And they run around the map and try to kill people, but it doesn't work. I've had that happen a few games, and it was annoying because, like, they'd shoot people, and you could tell they weren't as good as they thought they were once they tried to actually shoot someone. So, it was pretty funny, but yeah, those are my two favorite game modes so far that they have. And, you know, I really am probably going to be playing those a lot when the game comes out. So, they have a perk system on the guns. Now, personally, I don't really use those. I have used one on an SMG. I don't exactly remember what it was. But some of them are really good, and some of them help out a lot. I believe the one that I used the most was where you could detect enemies' names farther, or something like that. But some of them are really good to use. I'm not really into that, but, you know, I'm sure people have their own preferable perks that they like to use on their guns, which is fine with me. You do you. Now, my favorite tactical in the game. Tacticals are tacticals, okay? They added a stem. Now, the stem in the game is like a healing method, pretty much, in like Black Ops 4, how you have to auto-heal yourself. You can use a stem to heal yourself if you're hurt. I personally like to use that one. It is currently my favorite one because of the fact that with the game modes that they had for the beta, you kind of needed it if you're going to be camping on one of the flags or whatever. It helps a lot for, you know, so when somebody's coming up behind you or whatever, you heal yourself if you got hit, and then you can take them on again if you want it. You know how a stem works, but that's pretty much the only one that I really like to use. I don't really care for any of the other tacticals. Now we're going to talk about my least favorite tactical, and that is the flippin' flashbang. I do not like it, okay? Especially in game modes where people are constantly throwing it at you. And oh, it is just so annoying. In 32v32, we were on C, and I got flashed so much that I almost just left the game because it was so annoying. But I stayed in this corner, and the enemy was actually right in front of me. Didn't even realize I was in the corner. And of course, you know, I got that lucky kill. But that happens. And I'm sure you guys have had the same thing. But overall, I just like to say that if you're looking to buy the game and wanted to know whether or not you should buy it, I personally think you should. The game is amazing, in my opinion. There are a few things, of course, that could be changed and worked on, but it is a beta, and they'll do that. But, you know, everybody has their thoughts and opinions on games and everything else, so I would like to hear what you guys think about the game down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, comment if you wish, and subscribe if you're new. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and peace out, my people.